Welcome once again to my channel, Bernasita Guikuyan. This time, I'm going to continue my discussions about real numbers, that is for rational numbers and irrational numbers, as there are more things which I would like to include under rational numbers. So, let's go. Okay. The real numbers are our rational and irrational numbers. The last time I've been telling you that rational numbers is a ratio between two integers. However, that the denominator should not be equal to 0. So that a fraction is considered a rational number. A decimal number is also considered a rational number. While for irrational numbers, I've just been telling you that these are numbers which are non-repeating and non-terminating numbers. They do not have a particular end. For more examples, I am now going to present to you these ones. There are times wherein we multiply numbers by itself, like 1 times to 1. This, you can write it in exponential form, so it becomes 1 squared. 1 times 1 is equal to 1. And these numbers could also be written in what we call a radical number. It will become a square root of 1. And the answer will be taken from where we started, and that is the root of the square root of 1. We have a positive and negative 1. Why are there two when I've been multiplying only 1 a while back? But of course, you have to take note that negative 1 times negative 1 is also equal to 1. Another number, if we are to multiply 2 times 2, you can write it as 2 squared, and 2 squared is equal to 4. Now, if we are going to have a radical number based from this, we say it is square root of 4. And square root of 4 is positive and negative 2. Likewise, 3 times 3, or it is equal to 3 squared is equal to 9. You can write it also as square root of 9, and that is equal to positive and negative 3. 4 times 4 is 4 squared equals to 16, could be written as square root of 16, and that is equal to positive and negative 4. 5 times 5 is 5 squared, and 5 squared is equal to 25, which is written in radical form as square root of 25, and that is positive and negative 5. Now, these numbers, which are considered the roots, as I've been saying in example number 1, that there are two roots, the negative and the positive number. The positive is considered our primary root anyway. Okay? So, if we have to go back, you can see in here now I have encircled 1, 4, 9, 16, and 25. These are what we call perfect squared numbers. Now, there is a need to memorize this. It is because you cannot, it will take time if you are going to multiply again 5 times 5. All you have to do is to memorize what are the perfect squared numbers, or the numbers when you multiply will give you this result. So you can see we have 4, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81, and so on. Now, there is a need to memorize this, as I've said, so that when you need them, all you have to do is to give the answer once you have it in your mind. They are your perfect squared numbers. And once you are going to get the square root of a perfect squared numbers, these are the numbers that when you multiply by itself will give you the radicand. So the square root is the radical sign, the number is the radicand, and there is a root there. In the index is equal to 2. Okay. Now, let's take our irrational numbers. Examples of irrational numbers. As I've said, this cannot be anymore your whole numbers or your natural numbers. These are the numbers that are non-terminating and non-repeating. It does not have an end. So if you have to go back, we have a square root of 1, then we have a square root of 4 immediately. We didn't have a square root of 2, and we didn't have a square root of 3. Now, since you cannot get immediately the answer for square root of 3, the easiest, of course, is for you to take your scientific calculator. So I'm talking about scientific calculator, not the ordinary calculator, because it does not give you the square root of a number. So you can see in here that the value is 1.73, 20, 50, and a 3 that's after, which will mean that there are still numbers after that is non-ending or non-terminating. We have also a square root of 5. Using your calculator, 2.23, 60, 67, and a 3 that's after. We have a square root of 7, 2.64, 57, 51, and so on. Then we have a square root of 8 is equal to 2.82, 8427. Then square root of 10 is 3.16, 2277, and so on. So if your number is not a perfect squared number, if the radicand is not a perfect squared number, take note that these are considered your irrational numbers. Okay, so these are additional ideas about your rational and irrational numbers. Thank you so much for listening. And I would like also to add to this, if only teachers could make use of this Zoom as I am using it now. It's also my first time to make use of Zoom. I just learned it from my daughter. If they can do it, the online teachers can teach their subject through Zoom, then I think you can help more your students, not simply giving them the modules that they could hardly understand. Okay? Thank you very much. Till next time, follow and subscribe, especially the new subscribers. You are always welcome in my channel. Bye.